Oh, we out here.
Shit. Your bone start cracking yet?
My shit been cracking. My shit, my knee, this hoe pops all the time. My ankles, my elbow, all that shit out of there. Right now it's good, but whenever I be laying down, like I be get stiff and get straight, it's out of there. And I try to move it, you like right there, just pop. My whole right knee fucked up from playing football. My shit never be the same. My shit loose as fuck.
For real?
Mm-hmm. They told me I don't need surgery. It's just extremely loose. Like this whole wobble, it's shaking. When I walk sometimes it'll like feel like that type shit. Like it don't go regular. Mm-hmm.
Man. Okay, so what's the craziest shit you done seen in security so far?
I mean, I done seen a lot of crazy shit, honestly. Shit with security. I done seen a nigga get shot right in front of me, face,
Ooh.
brain matter on the ground. Still got video of this shit on my phone.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, I done seen some crazy
That's crazy.
stuff. I done seen, like I said, I done seen niggas shot with a shotgun to the chest, and I done seen him like fall to the ground, and he's pissed himself, and his body like, the blood flushed all the way to his stomach, where his stomach was like getting this big. I seen that shit. I done seen a motherfucking drive a car. The craziest shit was seeing a car, you know. So there's a car coming down this street right here with a stop sign, and there's another car right here parked because they was at whatever place they was parked at. And the person was turning left. I guess they went way too wide, and they turned left, and they went up to the side of the car. So the car was parallel, like leaning to the side. I had ran over there to open up the door, like they had to climb out the car because they was stuck. And the tow truck had to come and like pull it down and popped it in and popped like the springs and all that shit on it too, and they just got to dragging it out of the. It's like, I done seen with doing security. I done seen a lot of weird people. I done seen girls get completely naked. I done seen somebody give them head in the club before. I done seen people damn having sex in the club before. I done seen motherfuckers. I done seen a girl take her drawers off and throw them at key lock. I done had to tackle people from fighting. I had to slap a bitch that snuck me.
Damn.
Slapped the shit out of her ass. She snuck me at the back of the head. I turned around and slapped 5 from that bitch. I ain't gonna even lie.
So, security down there have his perks type shit.
He got his perks and his disadvantages for sure. Depending on the type of perks you want to use it too. Like niggas, when they do security, like a lot of niggas use security to get clout. They do it to get clout and to get hoes and to be on the scene. But nigga like me, I don't even care about none of that stuff. I'm just doing this shit to make money. That's what separates me from a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Even the niggas that I bring on, like I be on some, like we not, like yeah, y'all can talk to bitches, y'all can do this, but we here for work. That's what's gonna separate us from us to other niggas.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I was doing that security shit, I feel like, bro, or maybe I was just with the wrong company or whatever the case may be, but I feel like I was doing like everybody else's job instead of like security work type shit.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's just an extra worker. Like, have him do it type shit. And I wasn't for that shit. I wasn't really fucking with that shit. But I did see some crazy shit. It wasn't as crazy as a nigga dying. But I say I seen a couple fights. But I was at like a Mexican bar. You know what I'm saying? Where them niggas be like doing lines in the restroom and all type of shit. They really be wilding. So, I don't know. That security shit different with me. I fuck with it, but then again, I don't. Like, that shit just weird. But we back with another one, 2234 podcast. Got my boy Big Ugly, Maurice Porter in the building.
You know what it is. Ugly Gang CEO on this one.
Already. So, I mean, shit. Tell the people where they can follow you and shit. How they get in contact.
I don't really be on too much social, but I do be on IG. But y'all can follow PRIMETIME Security. That's what we do, PRIMETIME_security. Sure. That's the main thing that we do. I got a personal page. I don't know what my ad is. I got like some, I think it's 2 underscores, Big Mo and another underscore, but you just type in M.O. Porter. You can follow me from there for sure.
And make fuck. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Go follow them, get them services and shit. We're gonna start off by a I don't know, a little origin story. Tell the people about you and how you made it to the Mo.
Shit, originally I'm from Indiana, you know. I grew up in Gary, Indiana. It's the same city as Michael Jackson grew up, probably about 5 minutes, honestly, down the street from his old little childhood home.
Type shit.
I moved out here to Texas when I was in high school. I came here like 2 or 3 weeks before school. I went to March, came out of the Mo, got into some trouble up there in Indiana, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be doing this type of shit. I don't want to fall into the same crowd that my brothers fell into. I was like, let me make a change. Let me come down here. I told my mama to tell my grandma who lived down here in Texas to come and let me come down here for a little while for her, and shit. That's when I moved down here and been down here ever since. They never went back.
Type shit. So, I don't know. Tell me about Gary, Indiana. They say that bitch crazy. For real, like, man. Michael Jackson was in them trenches.
Gary is a small town. That whole, Gary, like, 20, 30 minutes outside Chicago, depending on what part of Chicago you go to. So
Tight.
We get a lot of the ignorant shit that come from that way. People come from down there and move to Gary. But Gary, it's a small community shit. I love my shit where I'm from, but it ain't shit really going for you out there, bro. You really got to get out of that shit. Right. Got to move around, make something shake. If you stay in Gary your whole life, you really not prospering, really not growing.
I feel that.
So anybody that's still there, I always try to tell them, like, get out and go explore, go venture. So I'm glad majority of my family out of there. Of course, I still got my granny. She still live out there. Yeah. My goal is to get her out of there and some of her kids and all that. But they at least went out, ventured, stayed somewhere else, and they just wanted to come back because they just don't like being away from their mama and shit like that too long. So for the most part, like I said, Gary ain't nothing. It's definitely hood, ghetto as fuck. I love my city though, but it just ain't nothing like that. Like when I was growing up, they had a whole bunch of shit growing up. Gary was getting built. They called it the Steel City of the Midwest. He had good jobs and stuff out there, but as we got older, you know, shit, crime started taking over. Niggas start gangbanging. Niggas start doing all this other shit. Drugs hitting the street. Everything just made it run down. And ain't shit. It's hard to get up out there, motherfucker, because that mindset you get when you live out there is like, it's complacent. You will get a very complacent mindset. Like you feel like ain't much outside of Gary, let alone Indiana in itself. And I knew me from a young age, I was like, I can't do this shit, bro. I gotta get the fuck, I gotta get out of here. I gotta make a change. I can't be the nigga that's still living out here when I'm 30 years old. This city full of 2,000-3,000 people. Everybody know each other. There's always something happening. You can't go here because you feel something dangerous. Nigga, you go to the gas station, niggas sitting with lots of shit sitting in their laps. Everybody outside, you gotta be scared. You gotta be concerned. There's just too much going on for stuff out there. So I was like, man, we gotta bounce.
Okay, so was it much of a culture shock coming down here to Texas?
It's definitely a big ass change. It wasn't, as far as a culture shock, it was being, like I said, I'm from Indiana, being in Texas, being in the South was my first time coming out. Everything was completely different. Yeah. But as far as like the hood and the bad areas, I was accustomed to that shit. Like I ain't, of course, the nigga ain't scared to go to certain areas. I'm like, shit, that's where we came from. That's what we do. Right. But the culture shock definitely was a big difference just from like slang and all the other stuff. Like I remember moving down here, shit, people used to get on me how I used to talk, so I had to form myself to sound like somebody from Texas. You gotta say ho all the goddamn time. You gotta say that. Then I had to learn what the hell swangers was. I ain't know what the fuck squabbling was. I ain't know none of the little slang words and all that. I used to come out with my shit. People like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I had to just nix that whole little category of myself and rechange the way I talk to it. My true accent only comes out either when I'm mad or if I'm talking to somebody from the same area that I'm from. Yeah, like my whole accent is completely changed.
That's crazy. Okay. So, what made you choose Marshall, Mo City?
Shit, I ain't choose it. Shit, I had to go to that zone and shit.
Oh, okay. So, did you, like, all right, at that time, you was down there focused on football, right?
I didn't even play football.
You didn't?
Nah.
At all?
I ain't play. That's why I told you.
What the fuck?
I started playing football my sophomore year, and it got serious when I moved to Texas. I only played in Gary. We only had like a 7-8 game season, but that was my first year really playing football. My sophomore year before I came to Marshall. So football wasn't even like something serious to me. Football didn't become serious until I came to Texas.
So anything. Everything else is damn near plus, damn near.
Yeah, everything.
Even when you moved there, it was just like a whole up. Everything up.
Everything, my whole life changed. Like moving to Texas, legitly. Like when niggas say this whole change, like this whole changed my entire life.
That's loud, bro.
Like I said, I played a little football and shit, but it wasn't nothing serious. Like So when I came here to Texas, I wasn't even thinking about playing football. For some reason, I don't know how the hell Coach Williams and Coach Bankston knew I was coming to Texas, bro. They was calling my mom.
I'm telling you, hey, Marshall recruitment different. Well, I know. All right, so Marshall was damn near like trash. Like they had like 2 or 3 peak years, but for the most part, Marshall was trash. It was just like a new Mo City team type shit, bro. When they did that open enrollment, I think it was 2012. That was before you was there, right?
I came to Marshall
13 or 12.
Nah, I came in 2011 to 2012. So
yeah.
So I came the year after. I think that was D. Wash senior year when they had one like 3-7 or some shit. That was the year I had came in.
Yeah. And when they opened that shit up, them niggas just, I guess they got on their yay shit. Coach Al and Coach Banks.
Nah, for sure. Them 2 niggas definitely gonna go talk. They gonna go around and say.
They gonna travel too.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, bro. And because Coach Williams, I mean, you probably ain't see, like, bro, he turned up after we got all the talent. But before that, it was like by the books, like on some college shit.
Nah, Coach Williams, that's my nigga, but Coach Williams for sure was a weenie. Definitely was a by the books, was a square, but
bro,
that's the type of person he is though. So you had to love him for it because he stood true to what he was. He got what he wanted out of people. And honestly, he had to do that type of shit to get us going because niggas at Marshall want to be fake stupid so bad. So niggas want to be fake hood, want to
like
be
in the hood.
stuff.
Oh, this what I am. This is what I'm made of. Like they don't want to be different type shit.
Yeah, so he had to come in there and just switch niggas' whole mentalities up. Niggas still ignorant come out of Marshall, but niggas know better. Like I still remember shit to this day that the niggas still used to tell us, bro. So that shit was a turning point. Marshall needed all them coaches to come through that. Marshall didn't get none of them coaches. They
needed that whole turn.
Exactly.
That whole
everything that happened.
Bro, so now that bitch, I go to that bitch, KC coach there. I go to that bitch, that hoe is completely different, bro. It's like, all they need is like a bigger building to look like a Pearland school or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't know why they ain't getting the funding for that shit.
They got
down the line.
Bro, they got their weight room look like a college weight room. They got all the racks and all that shit. That is different, nigga. We used to be laying in puddles, bro.
Nah, nigga. I'll never forget that summer, my senior summer, when that nigga Coach Davis worked us to motherfucking death in that bitch.
Bro.
The AC went out in that motherfucker, and they had us in that bitch sweating hard. Everybody was in that whole laying in the pool full of sweat. Like the whole ground was soaked full of nothing.
Bro,
straight
that
sweat.
was the same year they had this heat advisory. Like for a couple days, and we were still practicing. 2 days. They ain't getting no fucks, but hey, that damn near, I don't know. I feel like that damn near molded me to like be able to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like any job, like I can't be like, bro, cause I ain't gonna lie, any job that I work, that shit is nothing compared to what the fuck I did at Marshall.
Nah, for sure.
Shit was like rigorous as fuck. Like I don't know. It was just like shit. Maybe they did mold a lot of people to know, like, real life shit. To not be able to back down from any adversity or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, bro. So, all right, tell me about coming to Marshall and just finding your footing.
Shit, coming to Marshall, nigga, it's funny when I came to Marshall, I don't really talk to a lot of people. It take me a long time to really start fucking with people, so when I first came to Marshall, niggas really didn't know who I was. And, like, people didn't understand the type of nigga I was. So people used to feel like I was a mean or... A lot of people didn't like me at the first because I simply didn't talk to nobody. So when I actually started hanging around people, started playing football, I actually shocked a lot of niggas when I got on the football field. Because I remember the first time I got on the football field, everybody thought shit was sweet. And I went against that nigga Deion. And then I won the rep against Deion, and everything just right from that whole little shit changed around. And I was only there for, like I said, for like 2 or 3 weeks. So coming to Marshall was a big ass change around just from the school aspect. Hell, where I came from, niggas had to wear uniforms. When I came to Marshall, niggas had to have free dress. I was like, shit, I don't know what the fuck to wear at this. I was like, what do we wear? I thought niggas had to actually still wear jeans and stuff, so I used to show up to Marshall. I was like, niggas got no basketball shorts and slides and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bad.
So my whole little train of thought used to be fried, but.
Did it feel like more relaxing, like more free type shit?
I mean, yeah, to a six. Marshall wasn't strict, like everybody was laid back, like, cause where I'm from in Gary, it was a real like hood school, so everything was like by the book. Like we had to walk through metal detectors, we had to get our bags searched, we had to do all that other shit. But when I came to Marshall, like, this what it feel like to go to a suburban school, right? So this what it feel like to actually relax shit. A nigga don't gotta be this strict in motherfucking school. Nigga can walk around and just really just be chilling. Don't gotta worry about a lot of stuff. Nigga didn't have to worry about nothing in Marshall when he walked through them doors. Nigga back at Westside, the school I went to and I had to worry about shit. What the fuck gonna happen this motherfucker today? Who came in here with what? Who about to do all this type of shit?
All you had to worry about was drama, or not even worry about it. It was just like funny little drama, just passing through in the halls and shit.
Nah, definitely. Motherfuckers, Marshall was one funny ass school, boy. Everybody was fucking on everybody at Marshall. Used to have a whole bunch of drama. I used to just laugh at the shit because I didn't know who people was. I used to hear stories and I used to just laugh. I didn't know what name matched what face. I didn't know who was getting talked about. I just knew motherfucking shit
was going on.
So shit used to be funny as fuck. And that's another plus about not being from Marshall. I didn't get involved in none of the bullshit because I didn't have to, because nobody knew who I was, so I stayed away. I used to hear shit. I used to hang with people. I used to hear all the stories. Like a lot of people didn't know who I was, especially niggas didn't really know I went to Marshall until my senior year when I started getting and put into newspapers and shit about being like one of the top niggas in Marshall.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You not playing football and then coming to play like one of the best DNs in Texas and like holding your shit is crazy.
Oh no, that nigga Dion really actually made me a lot better because everybody know that nigga get off was fucking stupid. Like his get off alone, no matter what level of football I ever played at, I never came across a nigga who had a get off as him. And I tell people that all the time. I said, like even every college I went to, even in the NFL, like nobody get off surprised. Like that shit was so slow. Like that nigga first step was the fastest first step I ever went against in my entire life. His timing of the football used to just pop off that bitch. I ain't understand how he used to do this shit. So I used to, going against him, I used to just jump off early before everybody else, just like his ass used to. And I never used to get called for this shit, so that's what I used to do. Nobody could ever like just beat me straight off the ball when I was playing football. Of course, a nigga lost reps. Everybody can lose reps, but as far as like the speed first step, like if I knew we was passing, you wasn't getting that shit.
Because that's damn near what you need. You could damn near come in whenever.
Exactly.
But, hey, that's hard. Okay. So coming from there, going to like Baylor and just the next level, like tell me about that.
Shit, before I went to Baylor, nigga had to go to JUCO first because shit.
That's right.
I had signed a Baylor, of course, out of high school, but I didn't go there firsthand because my damn grades were right. When I moved here from Texas, the grading scale in Indiana was a different grading scale than it was up here in Texas.
Right.
So a certain grade up here was lower, like a 75 was a D out here. In a 69 or something was an F. And up there, that was a D. So when I came down here, I was failing classes and shit, but I wasn't failing the class up there. They didn't send a letter grade. They sent the number grade. So since they sent the number grade, that changed everything up. So hell, even the day before I was supposed to graduate, a lot of people don't know this. I was Ms. Rose, as principal my senior year. They called me the day before graduation and told me I couldn't graduate because everything, all the shit was fucked up. But I was like, I told her, I said, fuck that. I passed all these classes. I did everything y'all told me to do. I used to leave practice and go to night school, all that. Like, niggas didn't know what the fuck I was going to my senior. I used to leave the class. I used to have to leave. Niggas used to think I was just leaving practice, I used to have to leave practice, go to night school. I had night school Monday through Friday. So I was having night school the day of game sometimes. I had to come back up there to the game because I had night school. To pass those, I passed both of those classes, but it's still another class. I had to take another test in, and they came at me at the very last second and said I didn't have the credit for it. But I was like, I passed this class back when I was up there. I was like, I don't care what y'all say. I know I passed this class for sure because I remember taking it. But then, shit, they called and they said, you ain't gonna walk this, that, and this. But then we went up there to the administration building, and Ms. Rose came up there. She sat back there for like 2-3 hours was talking. I don't know what the fuck she said to them. She came out and said, you gonna walk across that stage. Because I guess they found the paperwork, because I was like, I know for a fact I passed this damn class.
Yeah.
And my mama had the paperwork in my shit when I transferred. So I guess they took it to them, and shit, right after that, that's when I graduated. But shit, my grade scale was still fucked up, so I had to go to Navarre first, and shit, that JUCO life is a motherfucker. That shit is
Yeah. Tell me about that. They say that's different. They say that's some trenches for real.
Nah, JUCO is terrible, nigga. You don't get shit given to you. We actually had Navarre had a dorm room called the jail cell, because that hoe looked like a prison inside that bitch. The whole brick wall. When we went to your room, nigga, that hoe was gray out, like a gray brick wall with one small little window at the top. And then you had the shower, you had the community shower, so 4 niggas had to share one shower, and that whole shower was made of a brick wall.
For real.
Exactly, nigga, that whole jail. Everyone wasn't like that, but them 2 particular ones that was built in 31 and 30, for sure, was the ones looking like that. But shit, everything else, nigga, that was grinding. It was dog eat dog world out there for sure. So you had to do what you had to do to survive, nigga. Nobody had bread. Nobody had none. You want to get no style. Only thing you got was if you got money for that Pell Grant shit at the beginning of the school, towards the middle of the school, first semester. And that's if you didn't have to use that shit to pay off your classes, or if you wanted to take out a loan. Niggas used to take out loans. Niggas to come to that bitch, take out a loan, and drop out of school. I know a couple niggas that did that shit. I swear to God.
Shit, niggas did that shit at every college, I think. And niggas used to get like an apartment, just post up and trap.
Facts.
I ain't snitching.
Definitely had that shit. But nah, that shit, even playing football, shit. Now niggas get gear and shit when you go to school.
Yeah.
We ain't get none of that shit.
For real?
We had 1 workout shirt and 1 pair of workout shorts.
That was worse than Marshall.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, 1 workout shirt. You didn't get shit. Our lockers was made of metal. Like, nigga, you walk into that hole the wrong way, you might crack your shit.
So that hoe down there like halfway house of football.
It is. It definitely is.
Halfway house of football, oh God. Cause what the fuck? Okay, so alright. So from there, you go to Baylor, and you play with Doug?
J-Dub, yeah, I was there his friend. Me and him came in at the same time. That nigga got kicked out before school even started. He was the fastest nigga I ever seen get kicked out of school.
He was the fastest nigga.
That J-Dub, there's something wrong with that nigga. That nigga got to that bitch and crashed out quick.
Man.
That nigga crashed out.
So how was he in practice though?
That nigga was cold.
For real?
He just was dumb as fuck off the field. That nigga was stupid. There's a lot of shit. I ain't gonna speak on a lot of shit, but that nigga used to get in trouble with some dumb shit. I was like, bro. And they tried to get me to stay with that nigga. I said, hell no. As soon as they said that shit, I said, nah, that's dead. I said, I'll not come to this bitch before I do that. Hell no.
Oh, they wanted you to like take him under your wing type shit?
Yeah, I was like, that's dead. Whatever he got going on was what he got going on, bro. He don't listen to nobody. Don't even burden me with that shit.
So they damn near was trying to lump you in so they get you out too?
Nah, they weren't trying to get me out with that nigga. They just wanted me to steer that nigga on a clear path. I'm like, no.
I feel that.
So he done for. He done for. He's a done deal. That nigga there. Like I said, he got kicked out before school even started. I swear to God, but that nigga was cold on the football field, bro. That nigga get picks. That nigga get picks, all that shit.
For real? Oh, he was playing both sides?
He was playing safety. Now, he came there as an athlete, but they had that nigga playing safety. That nigga, like I said, in practice, that nigga used to pick shit off. Like, even when we were doing, like, all our training shit, like, that nigga's one of the coldest niggas, like, as far as speed, athletics. Like, he used to win, like, competitions and shit. Like, he used to go against some of the coldest niggas at that bitch.
For real?
That nigga was the truth. If he would have never got kicked out, that nigga would have played. He would have played as a true freshman. If J-Dub was a fucking smart nigga, he would have started at Baylor at one of them sides of the ball. Like, that nigga was cold, off rip as a true freshman, but he couldn't make it. He couldn't get to the first day of school.
Damn, maybe you just need to go somewhere else, bro. Where they get that shit off at. You know, some schools get that shit off.
I don't know if he would have made it any school, bro. Bro was crazy.
Crash.
Yeah, he was crashed out.
Free my boy Doug, man.
Nah, that was my nigga, though. I used to just tell him, like, bro, you stupid.
Okay, so coming from there, you end up playing for the Bills. However that happened. Talk about that and that experience. So like just seeing like the level a lot of people don't get past.
shit, when you get to that next level, shit, that shit was fun when it first happened, when for reality first set in. Shit, even the first day we got there for rookie minicamp, shit had got there real. Like, that shit wasn't no play around stuff. That shit was like real deal from the jump. And people don't understand like the real like aspect of like how that whole really is like a job. You get treated as like everybody else. If you not upper echelon that nigga, you get treated way different than everybody else. Like, if you a basic nigga, you are disposable like that. Like the top niggas you see, like nigga like Antonio Brown, bro. It took them a lot for this nigga to actually like finally get out the league. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but if that was a regular nigga, you going. Just off the simplest thing, bro. Niggas, I knew a nigga that got cut because a coach yelled at this nigga and was on some out of pocket yelling at this nigga. Nigga just like, hey, bro, like, don't be on that type of shit. Like, I'm not even wrong. Like, he just made his case and he got cut after that shit.
So you think that's why a lot of niggas ain't kneel?
Nah, like a lot of niggas ain't in the league because the league is full of a politic ass league.
No, I'm saying they ain't kneel because they ain't want to lose their job.
God, this nigga's stupid.
Money.
Yeah, a lot of niggas is because the niggas gonna be.
They was kissing ass.
For sure, a lot of niggas gonna kiss ass.
Oh,
some niggas don't kiss ass, but I couldn't kiss ass.
Yeah, bro.
Like me, I did everything I was supposed to do with that bitch. I felt like at least I was doing everything I was supposed to do. Shit, I used to come in
But
on
they
the
don't
days
like
off.
that nonchalant shit. They want you to be there front and center, act like you give a fuck.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had mixed feelings about shit because I did everything that I was supposed to do. Of course, I'm not a begging ass nigga, but I was doing everything that you would want a nigga to do. Like I said, I was showing up early sometimes, not all the time, because a lot of times, shit, before we was able to get a rental car, shit, we was getting fucking shuttled to that bitch.
Right.
But then when we was able to get a rental car, shit, like I said, I used to come in there on days off on the weekend. Like, I used to be in that bitch, actually putting in the work. The niggas told me I had to come in there home and gain weight. I gained the weight they told me. I did everything by the book that we was supposed to, and shit still didn't go right.
So it's just like...
It's just all about situation, bro. Like, no matter how much work you put in, if you're not in the right situation, shit just might not go your way in the league.
Type shit.
And some people, for me, it only took one go around, and I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm done. Like, I could have kept playing, kept trying to stay, kept doing all this other shit, but I was like, man, this shit dead. And I was like, I don't even really love football like that, so...
Bro, you got in off of damn near whim. I mean, not even say off of whim type shit, but you wasn't even playing before. Bro, you in the NFL, that's crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I got actually had a chance to walk away from the shit, and that's what I got blessed to have that ability to do that. A lot of people get forced away from me. I chose to walk away, so I don't have no ill towards it. Like, people like, do you ever wish you could? I'm like, nah, I'm done. Like, I walked away from my own free will. Like, nobody forced me. Like, an injury didn't force me out. Nobody forced. None else chose to leave but me.
And you still good. You still.
I don't think about it at all. Like, you like, do you ever think? I like, nah. If I don't, once I think about having a helmet on my head, my knees start hurting and shit. My shoulders start hurting. I'm like, nah, that shit dead. That shit
That's
dead.
funny as fuck. Nigga just start hurting.
Man, my knees start hurting talking about this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
But nah, as far as the experience out there, the shit was cool, bro. Like, nigga got to experience a lot of shit. Nigga got to actually get an insight of how this shit was and how niggas of high caliber actually do shit, like how this shit actually ran, like the quality of people that come in and out, the bullshit of people that come in and out, how this shit actually really is. Yeah. And like, it's cool if you like that type of shit, if you want to really be in that shit, it's great. But if you really just don't really, if you don't got the mental capacity to deal with the bullshit that comes along with
You're gonna get turned off.
It'll turn you away from it. So.
For sure. Okay, so I know, you know, because a lot of football players, they like live and die football. When you in that shit, you in that shit. But talk about when you got out that shit and like trying to pivot or figure out like what's next.
Oh, say that again. I was so busy focusing on that damn blood.
So I know whenever you play football, you in that shit. Mm-hmm. Like when you in it, you in it. But when you out, everybody have a hard time figuring out how to pivot to like what's next.
Yeah, pivoting to what's next because a lot of people really don't pay attention to like who they are and what they want to do in life outside of football. Niggas be so diehard, living, bred by the shit that once football is gone, they don't know what's the next step. And for me personally, like I was able to focus on the next step because I was already thinking about the next step as I was playing football. Because I was thinking about stopping playing football while I was like, what was my life outside of this from the jump? Right. Granted, I didn't know what I wanted to do outside of it, but I was already figuring out like, I don't like being told what to do.
Right, right.
And I figured that I don't like doing all that other shit. So when I got out of that shit, I still tried to stay in playing football, so I didn't want to get too far away because I felt like I still had love. So I tried to get into coaching, and in Texas, you got to teach, you got to coach at the same time. And I was like, I still had that same feeling of I'm getting told what to do. Like I don't like being told what to do. Like I like having my own free will. Like I don't like my life being dependent upon somebody else. I don't like my life being dependent upon anything else or nobody else. And shit, that's when I was like, man, I got to do something else besides this coaching shit. That's when we started trying to do the security shit. So I was actually had that pivot because that nigga Taza had already laid the foundation I had that we was going to do this shit one day. And when I was actually ready and done to do this shit, I said, told you, hey, let's go. Let's actually start. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about this shit. And that was the next step we actually did. So for me pivoting, it was hard. It took me like a year or two because, like I said, I was dedicated to coaching. Started out thought that's what my life was gonna be, but that shit got too hard. Then we started doing the security shit, and that's when I was like, fuck this coaching shit. I'm just gonna go full speed with doing the security shit. So I was full-time entrepreneur ever since. Like I don't do none of that stuff no more. I just do strictly security and make money doing other stuff. Type
shit. So, go back to the coaching shit. Was shit really a script?
That's fucking script. Man, ain't no shit, no goddamn script. But niggas definitely is on some whole shit in that culture, so it ain't no script for sure.
Like, do niggas be like planning wins and losses type shit?
Like, niggas know when they gonna win. Oh, niggas for sure know when they gonna lose. Like, they don't plan to lose, but niggas
it's
know.
A high probability
yeah, you know. For us to win this goddamn game, a lot of shit gotta go our way. Like, that's just the reality of playing sports. Like, you know, on that culture side, I seen, like, you know when you outmatch something. You gonna try your hardest, supposedly. I ain't gonna say everybody try their hardest, because some niggas will give up. Right. Like not even on the coach's side. I've been on the coach's side of niggas giving up. I've been on the player side of seeing coaches quit, and I've been on the coach's side of seeing coaches quit. Motherfuckers definitely will quit throughout the season. That shit becomes extra draining because you can see when somebody really not giving it all, they just not giving a fuck. Right. But as opposed to, like, I don't feel like people actually like playing to lose, but I know some people, certain situations, they actually don't care if they lose or if they win. And that's at every level for sure. Like I said, like I've been on the player side. It's just a job for them. Exactly. Because when I was in college, in my junior year, when Coach Browns had quit, after we lost to UT, the coaches, they still, like I said, they came out, they did their job, but it was a big difference after that shit, bro. Like, they stopped giving a fuck. Going through the motions. Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all can do whatever type shit. Like,
yeah, niggas want to get disciplined for doing certain shit. It was just, like, go out there and play, bro. Like, we still had our meetings and shit, but even the meetings weren't the same. Like, the meetings weren't heartfelt. Niggas was just like, all right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Let's go back to our rooms.
Type shit. Okay. And the security shit, like, it was just you and Taza when y'all got started?
It was me, Taza, and this nigga Big Mark when we all got started. We started this shit back in 2020. Okay. Yeah, 2020, that's when this shit became a reality, back in 2020.
So talk about, like, I don't know, getting that shit, like, just being like, all right, we finna make this business, and who was the first contract, or, like, how that shit went?
I mean, it was hard. It was hard at first to get to started, especially like on the business side of doing stuff, because none of us got no background doing no type of business, none of that shit. So every one of us was oblivious to everything. We was trying to get shit started. We were doing the wrong shit all the motherfucking time. Then we had to end up going to get somebody to help us get started doing the shit. And even then, that shit was still fucked up. We ain't had no contract for a very long time, like I said. So we started just doing this shit in 2020. But you know, in 2020, everything got shut down. So that was impossible to try to get anything going. So everybody was already cutting costs. So they definitely wasn't trying to add no fucking security. You ain't need no fucking security because wasn't nobody doing shit. Yeah. So that shit was dead for a whole year. So that whole first year was basically like a drawing board. We just was throwing shit at the walls and see what shit gonna stick. And then niggas wasn't taking the shit serious, like I said, because we all the pandemic fucked us all up, so everybody, it had fell through for a little. It was gonna be one of them situations where we got started, but it fell through. Yeah. But And then that's when I had started the coaching and shit like that. But then after that coaching season, once I realized, I was like, yeah, this coaching shit dead. In 2021, I got back on that shit and I started like messaging every fucking body. Like I used to get on Instagram and I searched up Dallas nightlife and the Dallas nightlife hashtag. Everything with that hashtag, I was sitting. I didn't give a fuck who it was, what it was, promoters, clubs, people come out. I would sit there and just DM everybody. So everybody in Dallas was. You see, they read. Some of them read the shit and some of them didn't. And the shit used to just go through. So I just sit there and do that shit all day long. Like I was still actively coaching and teaching doing. So I'm in class. I get my lesson. After I do that shit, I'm on my phone the whole time on the internet doing shit, just emailing DM and emailing DM. And I was just doing that shit with everybody, anybody, no matter who it was. Every security team, everything. I was just throwing us out there, doing all that stuff for like a whole couple months and shit like that. And shit, one of these days, says a nigga named Barry that I know. Well, I didn't know a nigga named Zach. I went to Navarre with. He know people in the nightlife, and this nigga named Barry, he knew was asking for security, helping all this other shit. And I ended up DMing him, and I DM. He responded. Him. We linked up. We talked. He ended up bringing me in to help him out with his security team. So I used to just work that shit, learning from him, learning all that other shit. Cause I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had worked with somebody. I used to always doing security back when I was in college, going to go help this nigga named Roddy. Doing security everywhere. He's having us doing a whole bunch of stuff. But I was just doing that shit for fun. I just didn't give a fuck. I was just out because I didn't have shit else to do. We weren't trying to get no life into it. But I just took that knowledge and went and did that shit. But when I started working with that nigga Barry, I actually used to start like learning. I told him what I was trying to do, and he actually like looked at me and said, "I bet I'm gonna help you out." He used to put me by him, like show me different stuff, like, "Hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do." All this other shit. So I started helping him out. And then he started, "Hey, you got another person to bring? You got another person to bring?" And I'm up here in Dallas doing this stuff. So I'm calling every nigga I know. "Hey, fam, you need to make some money. Hey, I got this play for us, bro. Come out here and come over and make some money." I just bring different people doing that stuff. And then so we started doing that. He called us out. And then one weekend I was chilling. It was a Sunday. I'll never forget. I was laying in my bed. I was asleep. And I was about to go to sleep. And Barry called me. He said, "You trying to work? This, that, and this." I said, "What's up?" He said, "Some place they security didn't show up, bro. Can you go over there and where security from?" I was like in bed fresh. Like I said, I had to go to work the next morning. Had to go coach at like 6 in the morning. And I was like, "Man, nah, I'm good, bro. I gotta go to sleep. This, that, and this. Maybe next time I had more notice I'd do it." So I laid down. Nigga, as I laid on the bed, I just sat there for like 5 seconds. I said, "The fuck is you doing, fam? Get your ass up and call that nigga back." I jumped up. Said the thing about what he said. He said the whole security team didn't show up. And I had to click in my head. I'm like, nobody's there. So this is my opportunity to go in this hole and do what the fuck we're supposed to do. So I called that nigga back and I said, "I'll be there in 20 minutes. I grabbed the shirt and grabbed some pants. I just ran out the motherfucking house and drove down there. By the time I got there, them niggas had got there. So they was telling that they didn't need me no more, this, that, and this. And I was like, "Man, that's some bullshit." I was mad, but then she had texted me back. She said, "Nah, fuck that." She said, "You still can come up here. We need an extra person anyway." So I went in there, I talked with her, and I told her my whole situation, how we was all going. That girl named Brittany, she was a manager of Sidebar. I chopped it over her. After I chopped it over her, I just went in there, I worked. And the first night I was there, somebody did some dumb shit, and I had to end up throwing the nigga outside. Fucked him up, threw him outside, just came back in. And I just stood there for the rest of the night just chilling. And I went back to talk to her. I said, "Hey, just remember, here go my information. This shit don't happen. Nobody else show up again." She said, "Yeah, they have been fucking up. They don't be doing the right stuff. They be showing them late." And then they had a little situation. So I'm going to talk to the owner, see if we can bring you and your people in. All this other stuff. And I was like, "I bet I got whoever you need." Mind you, this whole time on the line, I had nobody on the staff. Nobody did nothing. I had nothing. I had nothing she was asking for. But I said, "We got it all." And she called me then one like a Tuesday or Wednesday. The owner, she had linked me up with the owner. The owner had said, "Come in, we talk." Because he was saying the same shit. He said, "We already got them guys, but what's the price?" We talked the price. He said, "All right, we're going to look into you. If we ever need some help in the future, I don't know, we gonna maybe call you all this other shit." So we did that. The next day, the nigga texted me, said, "Can y'all be on Friday?" It's Wednesday. He actually can be on Friday. And at that point, I just hit up all my niggas. "Hey, fam, I got this leak. Y'all trying to come out help? This shit gonna start some shit up, bro. You trying to do this?" And I just sent that to everybody. And like, hey, got like 4 or 5 niggas. We showed up that Friday. She was just locked in ever since. I had talked to her with. We had signed a contract. And Sidebar was the first one we got. That was back in April of 2021.
That's hard.
And ever since then, shit just been up and up ever since.
So, all right, tell me how you got to doing the celebrity shit.
shit, doing the celebrity shit, people, I used to just stand at the front door. I used to run the front door at Sidebar. I used to talk to everybody who used to come in that motherfucker. Yeah. So I used to have my cards in my pocket.
Okay.
So everybody that came through, I would just give my damn card out to people. Yeah. And Sidebar was a place where a lot of exclusive people used to come sometimes. Like a lot of people, different managers, you know, niggas be talking, but sometimes niggas be lying. But whatever niggas said, this, that, and this, I still just pass my shit around. So people used to just see me working all this shit, and then it just started off as like other people see me work at other venues, and I would just keep showing people like, hey, this is what I do. Like I said, I used to lie. I never did nothing for nobody, none of that other shit. Yeah. I used to just lie to all these people all the time, just over there saying what I can, what I can't offer, and then people just start coming and coming. People just start asking. So now it's to the point sometimes people will hit me up, or like I said, this nigga Barry, I know, come to find out, Barry is known for the security world. He has a whole bunch of clients. He would throw people my way. He would help me out, throw some people my way. Yeah. And then, like I said, just me being me working in front and all this other shit, people would start calling. Then we'll work. I'll talk to somebody. We end up working an event with that person. I say, hey, if you got to stay around for the whole day, hit me up, call me. People will just call me from that point and call me for the rest of the day. And then I work with them. They'll like how I did that day. And then people just start calling from the jump. That's just how I go. Just me talking to people from just selling the company. That's all it was.
So going from not talking to nobody to networking, how you break that like barrier or money?
Nah, shit. I just had to, bro. That's what I had to do in life. I knew that's what I wanted to do. You gotta make yourself uncomfortable. That's why I say playing football in a lot of situations. Like my old strength coach and Baylor coach, should always tell you gotta make yourself uncomfortable. You gotta be adaptive. You gotta adapt to any situation. Like that shit actually carried on to real life. You gotta make yourself uncomfortable. And that's what I always tell people, like, keep it ugly, because ain't nothing better than putting yourself in a situation where it was shit and you clean all that up and now it's over there shining.
Oh God.
So you know where it comes from. You know your hard work is the reason why this dirty ass coupe is looking like this new ass Ferrari. Now you had changed that whole. You changed the whole body. You did that. You had to make yourself different. Yeah. You got to adapt to any situation. So I knew I had to break a cycle. I knew even doing shit like this, talking to people. When I was growing up, you couldn't ask anybody. My mom, my granny, nobody would tell you that nigga don't talk to nobody. Just keep to myself. But I knew that's not gonna get me nowhere in life. I had to change who I was to get to where I want to be in life, and that's why a lot of people struggle. A lot of people don't know how to change and adapt to who they are to get to the situation that they want to be in.
He's spitting that shit, bro. I definitely understand what you mean about like going outside of your comfort zone, cause like with me and this podcast, bro, I'm damn near like an introverted nigga. Like I really don't. I really hate people type shit. Like people be on some stupid shit. So I just like naturally like be standoffish type shit. But like I damn near seen the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And like, all right, if I fuck with you, I'ma talk. Like we be talking real shit, whatever the case may be. Like it's a good conversation. But I don't know. I will always be like, yeah, bro, you right. So I'm like, man, I was on Xbox and niggas talking mad shit. Just, it was funny than a bitch. We playing the game, niggas talking mad shit. I'm like, bro, why don't we do a podcast? Like, this is at the time before, damn near right before COVID. I'm like, y'all, we could do a podcast type shit. Niggas bullshit. I was damn near the only one on the hell. You need a lighter?
Nah, I'm trying to smoke.
Niggas was on bullshit. So I end up seeing, you know, Lil Sean, he was a trainer.
Yeah.
He had a mobile engineering service. Pulled up on bro, shit, hit a couple of my niggas up. Let's do a podcast. That hoe was A1. So shit, from then on, it was like June 27, 2020. That's when I got this whole started. And shit, like you say, nigga go through phases, ups and downs with the shit, but you just gotta stay consistent and shit. Put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's uncomfortable, even if that's outside of your character.
Nah, for sure. You definitely gotta make yourself uncomfortable, bro. Like you can't do shit in life by trying to stay the same and doing what you do, because that's what you comfortable doing. You gotta put yourself in a fucked up situation to prosper in life.
Facts. That's a fact.
You only get older by failing. You only get better by failing. Niggas say you don't know success unless you know failure.
That's a fact. Boys dropping them gems. I'm high, but I'm damn near like mind blown type shit.
Nah.
So modern day women, you're a single man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been in a relationship before, like long term?
Nah, yeah, I definitely been in a relationship before. Shit, I be trying to be in a relationship, but man, it's hard out here, bro. Honestly, it just this
different.
world it's fucked up in so many different ways. Everybody just fucked up from fucking with other people. It's just a very toxic world, and everybody fucks up. Like you can come to somebody, with men and women, you can be genuine with people. And some people, since they got fucked up by the next person, by the last person, now when you come up and you trying to show your genuineness,
it's gonna come off weird.
because like, they don't know how to handle the shit, and they gonna put you away from the shit because they not understanding that you actually showing them genuine shit.
Come on.
And then like it's just like a repeating cycle, bro. It's rarely two people that's ready to be in a relationship run across each other, because most of the time it's one person that's coming from a fucked up situation and one person that's ready, and the one person that's ready trying to help the person that's fucked up, right. And this person is ready getting fucked up in the head by trying to help this fucked up person. It's hard to help this person that got fucked up, right. And now they getting mentally drained. So while this person going down, this person coming up. So by the time this person is down, they like, man, fuck this shit, I'm ready to go. So now this person's up, and now they ready for they them full selves to get into a new relationship. And now this person right here down, and now they don't want to be in there. So it's like a never-ending cycle, bro.
A fucking cycle, bro. And I think people are adapting to it type shit. But I don't know, bro. I can't do that shit. Like, it's hard than a bitch, like, being fake, and temporary. Cause that shit temporary, bro. Like, people only want to fuck with you for a certain amount of time.
Nah, facts.
Like, it's like fucking Frogger or some shit. Like, they hopping from one lead pad to the other type shit.
Nah, for sure. Nah, people definitely be on bullshit, bro. Like, this world that we live in, like, everybody just full of shit, bro, and it's so hard to even get through the shit. Like, I don't even blame some of these hoes on how they feel about shit, because I be seeing the shit that these niggas be doing, so I'm like, bro, you making it look bad for the rest of us. And these hoes just be trying to beat niggas, and now these niggas trying to beat women. The world is fucked up. These bitches got nigga mentalities, and these niggas got bitch mentalities. It's just...
I think, bro, everybody chasing image.
For sure, clout.
You know what I'm saying? And they gotta look like this with a certain person. And it's like, bro, ain't nobody really just trying to figure out like how somebody fucking brain work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Then they getting fucked up by somebody that's fucked the fuck up. Like, brain is all fucked up, and they don't even give a fuck about changing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's hard out here, bro. So I be chilling, bro. I don't even be on no type of shit. If somebody come along, I try, but I really be on bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bullshit ass nigga when it comes to like, everybody gets mad at me because I deny everybody. Like, I don't even have the time or the patience to even be dealing with people, bro. Like, all honesty, I just want to check get my paper, and that's it, bro. Like, just stack up. By the time I turn 30, that's when the nigga be ready to do all of that shit. But if a woman not, I don't need a girl, I need a woman. If a woman not coming on some grown shit, and we can get our shit together, we can grow, we can build some shit. I don't even like helping the bitch out. That shit dead. I can't help no more.
That's what I'm saying. So, all right. I don't want to blow up the spot, but is it just like, are you going in there with like intentions of like making her your gal, or you just smacking shit?
It depends on who it is. In all honesty, shit, it honestly depends on who it is. Like, I move with intentions, bro. If I see a woman is on some bullshit, that's when I treat them like bullshit. But I don't even be out like, you can ask anybody, bro. I don't be out fucking nobody, fam. I would legitly suppress myself because I don't even want to deal and try to get emotionally tied to somebody who full of shit. So I just keep that shit to myself. And people be calling me on bullshit. You guys, anybody that I talk to, they will sit there and tell like, this nigga be denying people all the time. People get mad at me for denying. Or if I actually do bullshit around. I give somebody a number and I just leave it at that. I don't even get. I give my number out because I know I'm not gonna respond back to the person.
Like bad bitch season type shit.
Like they be getting like, I be talking bad bitch like women like, you gonna deny all this? I'm like, yeah, man, you full of shit. I seen the last nigga you talked to 2 weeks ago. You walked out of here, bro. I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, get out of my face, like. And then they don't understand. I see working the world I live in, bro. I see the bullshit that they be on. So I see
nightly
shit.
type shit.
So some bitches, I be like, I don't give a how you think you look. You really is nasty. I just see the type of niggas you be dealing with. Like, you are filthy. Like, stop talking to me.
And it really just be like a cycle within that type shit. Like, I don't know. They just be chasing all the wrong shit. They be chasing like cap.
Nah, they definitely like they fall for the clout aspect for it too, especially like when I be working, seeing like the younger girl, like the bitches that been like for like 21 to like 23, 24.
Yeah.
This type of shit they be on be so weird. I be just looking like, you hoes are stupid. Like I just shake my head on some that, and they chase, like you said, they chase the image. Like they chasing niggas. I be looking like,
but that's just like niggas chasing ass.
Mm-hmm. Like, these hoes be letting niggas fuck that can't even pay $20 to get in the club. I just be looking like, do you not know the argument this nigga gave me outside?
Oh God, bro. Oh God, they gotta get in that club so they can trap a bitch.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you just walked out with the nigga. You think I'm about to respect you letting a nigga who couldn't pay a dub to get in. He cried about it. He probably didn't buy no drink. So that's what women, a lot of these hoes lose me at. Like, I just see the type of person they go for, and like, you gotta have some type of standard about yourself for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I move different, I think different. I'm a nigga of substance. Like, you gotta have some substance to think you about to fuck with me. If you not fully, you don't have nothing going for yourself. So how these hoes saying they ain't fucking with no broke nigga, I ain't fucking with no broke bitch, I can't do it.
So Pete, I just think, like, you know how they be like, oh yeah, all women not like that, bro. I'm not gonna cap to you. I think they all have the same mentality.
For the most part, all women have the same. All women want the same nigga, but they'll allow it to come in different forms. And I don't care what none of them say. All want the same type of. Every woman, cause they all want to brag about the nigga. They want to brag about what their man can do for them. They want to do this. Every woman wants a certain. But like I said, they gonna take that nigga in different forms. But they all want the same final destination. And some of them have to settle for something that's not because that's what they gotta do.
I don't even think. Well, all right, it's like, what a bitch gonna do for some money type shit. Like, they're settling for the money, but I don't think bitches are really settling nowadays. Like, they quit with it.
Like, a lot of these hoes, not especially young bitches, a lot of these hoes won't settle because like I said, they want to chase something else, which is a good and a bad thing, because a lot of these bitches pass up on somebody good because they feel like they're right now, but that's what they got to deal with. So, hey, man, that's what these hoes choose to do. I just laugh at all the shit. That's why all the shit be fun. That's why I don't fuck with them. I literally stay to myself, bro. These hoes ain't shit. Working in this security world, bro, this shit'll fry your image of how these bitches really is, bro.
Oh, trust me, I know, bro. It's just like, at this point, I might have a warped mindset, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Future shit, like my collection shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Deadheads. You feel me?
For sure.
I don't, cause it's like, bro, if you ain't being serious, I'm not finna be serious with you.
That's exactly what I want to say. You gotta give bullshit. You get what you give.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying? I should be in acting school type shit. Thespian type shit. Cause I really, you know what I'm saying, play the part. I gotta play the part, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it just makes shit wetter type shit. Not to, you know what I'm saying, be so vulgar. But it's just like, bro, we both know this shit is like, it ain't gonna go too far. It's all momentary because we damn near don't know each other. We really didn't take no time out to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we both coming from fucked up backgrounds relationship wise. So it's just like, we want to see if who's gonna one up the other relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in whatever facet. Oh, I could have stayed with the last nigga, bro. It's like, goddamn, like, y'all don't get time for shit.
Nah, that's why I don't even deal with none of that shit, bro. I'm the person, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the nigga that cut the hoes off and they be getting so mad at that shit. I don't deal with none of that shit. You
just stop texting?
Mm-hmm. I don't text from the jump. I am a horrible person to women now, bro. Like, I'm not horrible. Like, I don't know, like, a lot of like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, a lot of these, I'll be like liking people. Like, I don't be responding. I don't do nothing. I be telling. I will sit there and testify. I'm not trying to do anything. Like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And that's like, they don't process like what I said, and they will still.
What you mean they don't process it, bro?
Like, they will continue to hit me up. What you doing?
What you
doing?
doing?
Do this. One, I was like, bro, I just said I'm not looking for none of this shit. I'm not doing, like, I don't even save numbers. I'm telling you, like, people text me. I don't even
so why
save
you don't
numbers.
just smack shit?
I don't want to, because that brings a fucking, they weird. If they won't let me go, if you don't, if you won't stop fucking with a nigga when you not hitting, I can only imagine what you're gonna do if a nigga pipe you down. Like what I'm saying, like that's why I don't even know.
But it's temporary though. Like
I don't even want to bother. Like, bro, when I take that shit, just is dead to me. I think I got that shit out of my way too much when I was younger. When I was younger, I was
smacking shit.
I was out of pocket. I ain't
type
right.
shit.
When I was younger, I was definitely wrong for it.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I was out of line.
Okay,
like if I had the type of shit going for me when I was like 22, 21, this mindset, we was doing this shit, my whole mindset would be different. But as I got older, I changed the way I think just cause like, just monetary. I also fuck with bitches. If I'm fucking with a lot of bitches, I ain't making no money.
Right.
Cause I'm spending too much money trying to be around y'all and do all this other shit. So I prefer not to do it, and I would stack my bread. Like anytime I'm in a relationship with a girl or dealing with something, I don't save as much money as I possibly can. So I always got to do something with this person. Always helping this person out, gifting this person something. Whatever they got, I will help out. Like, but me without a relationship, I stack. I don't spend money on shit besides frivolous shit that I want. I barely do that. Only thing I spend my money on outside of my bills is shoes. I don't do shit. I don't go. If I go somewhere, most of the time I'm working. I rarely go on vacation. I take one vacation a year. That's in June. And other than that, shit, like I said, I'm working.
Okay.
So I tell you this shit, fuck with me, you're gonna have to handle my schedule and who I am. Not even like I'm on some horrible shit, but like for me to fuck with her, she gotta understand the type of shit I be on. Like a lot of times I can't even be around somebody for like weeks at a time because I'll be out working doing other shit. So you gotta be comfortable with that. And sometimes I come back, I wanna just lay down and be to myself. I don't might not want you around, but it's nothing against you. I just need to process my mind.
And they take shit personal.
Exactly.
Everything's fucking personal. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know, bro. Maybe niggas just do need to just, you know what I'm saying, relax until some shit just get blessed upon them.
Exactly.
Type shit. Okay. What you think about the sports world? What you think about Ja Warrant?
That nigga Ja Wick, that nigga, he needs to. I've actually worked with Ja Morant before, so I've seen this nigga actually in action. So that nigga really be. He a cool dude. Like he just young and dumb and stupid. That's all it is. He young, dumb, with a lot of money. He's stupid. He making a lot of dumb decisions because he's young and stupid, and
he's getting away with it.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff. If he was a common person, he wouldn't be getting in trouble. But just because who he is, that's the reason why he's getting the reaction that he's getting, and he just does a lot of stupid shit.
Is it like Dub with money?
Nah, he not as bad as Dub. Dub, like he ain't gonna go like he. But I mean, if they out there, nah, it might be.
Got to the point.
Nah, it might be because
played his part accordingly.
Hitting a 17-year-old supposed to pulling a gun on him is stupid. Sending a nigga into like Foot Locker or some shit because your mama got mad in there or something. That was stupid.
Lasers at
the Pacers. They was fucking with a security guard at a mall.
That's crazy.
Man, this nigga hit
money.
Like, stupid. He just dumb. Like some say, he just young and dumb. He listen to young boy too much.
Gave him that money, bro. But that's the new image, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new image. I mean, that's kind of what, you know what I'm saying, is like
the norm.
In demand right now. Like a young nigga crash out with money, but just don't give a fuck. Like that's what's popular right now. Like the intellectual person or gentleman or whatever the case may be, that shit is like, you weird. You like, what's your end goal? Like, it's a question mark over here. It's just like, damn, like, niggas couldn't be raised right.
Nah, and that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't want to be outstanding gentlemen no more. Everybody want to be a young and dumb nigga. Like, it's really crazy. Like I said, working in the security world, seeing this shit, I see this shit too. I've been looking at some niggas like, bro, what are you young niggas doing out here? Like, that shit dumb and stupid. That's just the image that these young niggas be wanting, bro. And it sounds crazy because I be saying young niggas like a nigga. I'm only about to turn 28 in 2 weeks, but for me being 28 to niggas being 23, that 5-year difference is drastic. Like, that's different as a motherfucker. Like, these 22, 23-year-olds is completely dumbass
crash
niggas. They some complete stupid ass. And I be like, bro, what the fuck? And niggas be like, I don't give a fuck. I be like, why you don't give a fuck? Niggas that get kicked out the club and they say some shit. And I be just looking, I be like, you really said that with like 6 police officers sitting right here, bro?
But it's different, bro. They different. They came up on a nigga crashing out. Or just niggas just crashing out. We came up on like niggas being smart about it, and then we damn near grew up.
Yeah, nah, these niggas definitely. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to blame the music, but just like everybody be like, I don't even blame his music. It's just him. Everybody want to be Young Boy. For some reason, he's the repertoire of like niggas that age, the dumb niggas. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah. And now he's talking about stop the violence.
Yeah, like, nigga, no.
Yeah, like, nigga, you
created this shit.
Niggas,
you
like,
created this shit.
Black Force niggas. Black Forces niggas, bro.
He the nigga who created this shit talking from stop the violence. You the nigga, they listen to you when they doing the violence.
Man. So, alright. What else, bro? I don't know, bro. You ain't got no questions, you ain't got no topics,
Man, you know me, I don't even think about shit. I tell them my mind draw a blank. When I ain't work, all I do is focus on motherfucking work. Like, that shit really be,
for real?
That shit really be having my brain, like, on go 24/7. Like, that's why I keep looking at my phone and my watch, because something gonna go off every second. Like, it's always something, somebody always calling, somebody always asking for something. And then no matter what, that's why it's hard for me to go on vacation. That's why it's hard for me to even leave the city of Dallas. And when I do, somebody always needs something.
You gotta be back.
And I always gotta do something, like, every single time. Like, it's always on go. It's always something. Like, that's the shit I asked for, but that shit definitely stressful in the motherfucker. That's one. Oh yeah, shit's stressful as fuck. That's one thing niggas don't understand as far as like being an entrepreneur. Not even just doing security, just being an entrepreneur in general. Like, this shit drains your fucking brain, fam. Like,
because it's all on you.
It's all on you. It's always on go. Especially having niggas work underneath you. When you have niggas work underneath you, that shit is stressful because niggas are dumb. Like, people are genuinely stupid. Like, I ain't gonna say, like, people are dumb as fuck, but niggas, like black niggas, like niggas are dumb as hell. It don't be making no sense to me on some of the shit
they don't
niggas
need no
be
common
doing.
sense.
I just be looking at niggas like, you really did that, bro? Like, why is this nigga calling me for you to do this? I be like, explain to me, like, say that out loud, what you did, so you can process the
but
dumb
you know,
shit
some
you
niggas
did.
be drawing a blank. They just don't be giving a fuck. They be like, fuck it at a point.
And I be like, why? I'll say, now that look, I always tell niggas, bro, don't let 15 seconds of dumbass stupidity ruin up all your fucking money that you can continue to make. You don't let this dumbass 15-second decision to fuck everything up about you. I be having nigga, like, we working, niggas will be smoking in the club while we work. Like, why are you smoking? So I'll be like, bro, are you stupid? What the fuck is wrong with you, fam? Like, are you fucking dumb? Why are you smoking doing this shit?
But some niggas think they could buck the system, though.
And that's the problem. I always say, like, whatever you think you can do, you can't. You can't. No matter what it is. Everybody get caught. Something gonna happen.
Yeah, something gonna happen.
You cannot do that. And niggas don't be understanding that. I say, just don't do it. Every day is something. I say, don't do this shit. Niggas that do it, I say, why you do that? Niggas just look at me. I said, I clearly just said, don't do it. They do it anyway. I just be like, you niggas.
All right, so talk about being an entrepreneur and firing niggas. Like,
I've fired friends before. Niggas know I don't play that shit, bro. Like, I'm a very lenient person. Like, let niggas do shit. But after a certain time, you just piss me off to the point I don't even want to talk to look at niggas. No, I would dead that shit quick. Like, I've actually fired niggas that, like, I consider friends and brothers and shit. Like, I don't play that shit at all. Like, I will let your ass go if you bringing a bad image to something that we took forever to build up. I'm not finna let you fuck us up because you want to
so
be
that
stupid.
shit easy. You be like, hey, bro,
Oh, it's definitely easy because, like, bro, you gotta respect this shit, bro. You gotta respect what we do. This shit is a livelihood. Some niggas, you being selfish enough to take away what some niggas like living off of. Because if we lose this shit because of you, these niggas ain't gonna get paid off this shit either. So everybody about to want to beat your ass. It ain't just me. Yeah. You fucking up the other niggas that's surrounding us. So that's how I take this shit. I treat this business shit like I actually try to go about the shit as a family, like actually like help niggas out and do the right thing about people, like let everybody know we in this shit together. Like I don't even like niggas say, hey, I work for you. I say, you don't work for me, bro. You work with me. We work together. I'm just the head and leader of this shit, but you have a say so in this shit too. Now sometimes I listen to what you gotta say, but I would definitely take account into majority of the things that y'all gotta say as far as doing shit. So I try to make the shit run, like I said, like a family integrated, make sure everybody have fun at what they do, make sure people want to continue to work with me. I take niggas out. Every nigga birthday, all these niggas I go out here, I take every nigga out. It's not one of these niggas I have not taken out on their birthday. I make sure these niggas know it's appreciated. Shit, on holidays, I throw shit for them and their family. We all can go out somewhere, go to shit like some Top Golf, go to bowling, shit, hell. Even I just invite everybody over, we just chilling, cook up a meal for everybody, and just do shit like that so we all can know shit. We all in this together. You niggas helping me make money and I'm helping y'all make money, so we all working together doing this shit.
Right. I was gonna say, that just bring me to, I think, like everything happened for a reason. It's just a full circle moment. Like, that just shows, you know what I'm saying, you being a team player, you knowing how to manage people because you was a coach. Being in the trenches, so you know how to kind of manage situations in a certain, you know what I'm saying, extent. And now it just brings you to being like a boss and having like people under you and knowing how to keep a business going type shit.
Yeah, everything I try to do, I try to let these niggas know shit, we all in this shit together, so everybody that comes forward, I try to say, hey, we gonna start. You start from right here. You gonna build up to where I want you to be having your own shit. Like you gonna be under us, but everybody else gonna do their own shit. Like I want niggas mentality to not just think they just finna just do dry security. Where like, no, if you gonna want to do this shit, try to get in this shit so you can boss up, so you can level up, so you can be up here to upper echelon, so you can do this type of shit. You got your own staff underneath you. You the nigga who brought all this shit on, and everybody. Like that first start, like I said, we first started this shit doing nothing. We first started this shit without shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with doing this shit. I had to actually learn how to do the boss shit, like actually be a boss, and actually how to run shit, actually how to talk to people, actually how to do all this shit. Everything was foreign territory, doing all this shit. Yeah. Most of the niggas that's on the staff is niggas that I either know I would play some type of football with. They got referenced to me by somebody. Yeah. Some nigga I know from school, shit, it be niggas that be coming out to Dallas. Any nigga that come through Dallas I ever known through my life, they said they need some money. I throw that. I was like, I ain't bet. You come do this, you go online, you sign up for this, you do that. You can start by working this day. Everybody start on, everybody get on. And not everybody, a lot of these niggas has bossed up to the situation where they not running their own shit, but they managers of a certain spot, they making a little bit more money, they working more than other people. They get first call up when we do certain things. So I'm trying to have this shit to where this shit is really a empire. Like we trying to build, not even just me, everybody. We want this shit to be an empire. We want this shit more than just be a little side. We want this shit to be a lifestyle, motherfucker. That would say primetime lifestyle.
That's hard. You damn near on some meat shit, right? That is security.
Trying to.
That's loud.
Trying to. Just want everybody to boss up, want everybody to level up. Everybody got to take control of their own shit.
Yeah. So, talk about, you know what I'm saying, Weezy, you did security for Lil Wayne, bro. That's pretty epic. He's like one of the living legends. Did you get to like talk to bro and like chop it up with him?
That night we didn't do it. We was a security for when he came inside the club with his state security. So we walked around him. When he pulled up, that's when we got control. So I wasn't with him throughout his own day. He had his own personal person throughout the entire day. Tight. So I was only with him that night.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying like.
We chopped it up when he was cool. It was for the split second, but we had to get him in. It was packed out. So when he got out the car, I had to grab this nigga out the car, had to pull him in. We had to walk that nigga all the way, had to shield everybody off. I told everybody to make a wall across. So when we all walked in, they walked him across, we went in, I directed them to the front, shit. As soon as he went to the front, they just gave him the mic, we just formed that wall around him and shit. Like, and so we really didn't have much conversation with him besides shit like, hey, this what I gave him initial what we gonna do when we get inside, this type of shit. He was cool though. He didn't say shit. He just said, I bet you got it. Just lead the way. So he trusted me that my intuition let us do all that shit. Even his own personal security went upstairs. He said, shit, you got it, dog. I said, you got what's going on. So they just let me run everything when he was on the inside. Shit, they was ready to go. We just talked to the manager and shit. He wrapped all this shit. We stood behind him. Shit, when he said he turned around, he was ready to go. Shit, I grabbed him, walked him, directed him back down. He definitely like an hour or so.
That's love, bro.
Yeah, that shit was cool. And that little shit right there just helping the nigga blow up a little bit more. So it was everybody seen if that nigga can trust this nigga to do the shit, anybody else can do. So that's why a lot of niggas, and even a lot of establishments, when people come in, they will call me and call us up and say, hey, can you do this for us? This, that, and this. So we just work in like that too.
That's hard. That's hard. And I know people was hitting you up like right after that, bro. Like crazy.
Nah, for sure.
So do you have any like, well, you probably can't talk about potential contracts, right?
I mean, not really. Ain't just no potential contract shit. This is whenever niggas be on call.
Oh, so okay, I got you.
So yeah, as far as like with personal with people, it's just like, whoever. I ain't contract with nobody. It's just shit whenever niggas be on call. One of the main ones I be working with right now is Erica Banks and shit. So I be going like her and her agent be flying me out certain places to go with them, different cities in Texas and shit. So she's one of the like people I work with predominantly a lot too. Then you got some people that's up and down, some people that's just upper echelon that feel like they need security and shit. Like I said, I don't turn away here. It don't matter who you are, as long as you can pay that ticket, it is what it is.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so where do you see the business in the next 5 years?
Shit, hopefully the next 5 years, shit, we establish over a lot of places. We got, we establishing a whole bunch of office buildings, shit. In the next 5 years, I want to be able to have like a whole big ass like strip center, like a mall, strip mall area type shit, so we can take over like one of these mall areas or something like that. And that shit can come to us. It's all about networking and just keep doing what we doing, just keep bossing up, just keep going to what we going. Just never stop. That's all my mentality is. Shit, keep going, don't stop, don't waste no opportunity. Shit, just that's all I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing right now.
Thanks.
Whatever I'm doing is working. Keep asking for help. Keep letting my mentors mentor me. Keep growing as a boss. Keep growing as an owner. Keep growing as a networker. Shit, and just keep growing in life. Keep growing. Help everybody else around me. Keep everybody else around me on a straight arrow. Keep hope alive with other people that's around watching it I might not know. Just keep everybody know shit. If I can do it, anybody else can do it too. That's one of the main things I try to keep in mind, especially like back when I was coaching. I talked to everybody. If I can come from the shit that I came from, anybody else can do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of situations people don't know, besides the closer people to me that I personally went through, and I was like, shit, if the shit I went through or anybody else can go through, just everything's just hard work and dedication. It's all about just not giving up, bro. Like hard work and dedication. That's literally what life is about. Hard work. You literally can accomplish anything you want with hard work and dedication. It's gonna be terrible at the beginning. It's not gonna go the way you want it to go, unless you got some type of aid in life. How some people be having, like, you got a parent that comes from all this money, they can assist you out. Like you got to hear, if you got that type of shit. If you don't have that off rip, it's gonna be hard. I always tell people just never give up. Like that's as simple as you can get it. There's nothing more you can do. You just don't give up on yourself, because at the moment you feel like giving up is gonna be the moment, the potential of something that's about to change your life. So just don't give up. Like I said, like I told you earlier, that day I wanted to go to sleep. I could have just went to sleep that life. And if I went to sleep that life, to this day we probably would not be having. We would probably having like an entirely different conversation. Just from that one night of me saying, "Fuck that sleep. I'm gonna stay up tonight and I'm gonna go do this." It's changed everything in my motherfucking life.
That's real.
Legitly, from working all the bullshit we worked from the jump. Niggas working backdoor events, getting paid $15 an hour, doing all this other shit, driving around, getting paid bullshit. Niggas not even want to pay us and shit to what we at now. Is all because of the night that I didn't go to sleep.
Real shit.
A night that I could have gave up and just gave in and went to sleep. That's why I say just never give up. At any moment, that can be the big break for you.
Real shit. Hey, that's real, bro. Shit. Last thing before we get up out of here, got any last words for the pod, man?
Shit, it was always good coming through, seeing my boy. Y'all just shout out to my nigga. Gonna take off soon. Y'all just stay tuned, stay in. 2234 podcast. Hey, man, one of these days y'all gonna see this on a billboard in New York somewhere, dog. So stay tuned.
Facts, and I appreciate you for that, bro. That's real shit. He dropped some real gems this episode, bro. Like you say, bro, don't give up, keep going. That gotta be the motto, bro, because you're gonna go through your ups and downs. It's gonna be situations, but like you say, adaptability.
Facts.
Or, you know the word I'm
being
looking
able
for.
to adapt, that's all it is.
Being able to adapt,
to any situation. Adaptable.
Pivot, whatever the case may be. You can't just be down in a slump, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, bro. And that was real shit. We're gonna get up out of here. Let them know where to follow you again.
So shout out Primetime Security, Primetime _security, and personal page 2_ Big Mo and _.
For sure. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And we out, man. Another one, 2234 podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We out. Yo, I don't know whoever you are, but listen, if you watching this, it's for a reason. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, anything 2234. Follow us on all the socials, all the streaming platforms. Shit, we out here. You sitting on your phone anyway, letting your life pass you by, scrolling on TikTok for hours. Go ahead and get some great game from your boy Swain. Hey now.